Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Talkin Kop for the second time today, or the second time this evening. Our last show was a transfer show, and me and Chris looked through all the messing going on at Liverpool, or potential messing going on at Liverpool. This one is a little bit different. Last night we done a show called Football 101, Football Room 101, and we done it for our members. It was outrageous, it was so much fucking fun, and we decided that we bring it to you again tonight to everybody that watches. So whether you're a member or not, you'll be able to see this, comment on it, and stuff like that. So how does it work? This is how it works. It's basically based on the show, the TV show years ago that was hosted by Nick Hancock and later on I think by Frank Skinner, and there might have been someone else done it. I'd say Paddy McGuinness had a go at it. He has a go at everything. So basically you bring stuff to do with football forward to us, whether that's in the past, the present, something in the future that you think that needs to go in the bin now, or something coming down the line needs to go in the bin, whatever it might be. And you put it to me and Dylan, and we'll decide if it goes into Football Room 101. Now, it can be anything. Like, people are talking about footballs, people are talking about this, people are talking about that. Anything at all in football that bugs the shit out of you. It can be people, decisions, seasons. It can be anything you want. Just throw it at us. We're going to read it out, and we're going to see how we get on. But, Dylan, we're probably going to end up talking about reality TV shows. Yes. Fantastic moments for them. Because some of them last night were... Honestly, I was still looking at the clips today, and I was in bits that like the guy putting the whole whisk in his mouth, like was just like what you suggested that, I think, right? Yeah. So when he does that, and people not knowing this was on Come Dine With Me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he's basically whipping up. The guy doing the voiceover says he's doing 2 cheesecakes. He's doing a double base on his cheesecake. Shite now about cheesecake. And then your man takes this whiskey out of a bowl and just puts the whole thing in his mouth to taste it. What happens in the end? Does he put the whisk back in? Does he serve it? Does he?
You don't find out. I'd love to know, but you never find out.
But the editor was all over it, was he? He's like, no, we can't go any further than that.
Yeah, I'd give him a 10. Just for that.
Just for that.
Talent show at the table.
And the other one we were talking about was it was that program called Airline.
Airline, yeah.
It was called Airline, where basically everybody gave out the EasyJet for an hour across multiple airports in the UK in the 90s, and we were talking about some of the clips from that as well. It just descended into farce, to be honest with you, but that's how it works. So comments here. Put the ball to use in the League Cup in Room 101. Just asking for a friend. That's me, Carateti, asking for. Jesus, says Garrett, it's Dylan. Wait till we hear some amount of shite going into Room 101. Shawnee's son says, all right, lads. Jonathan says, good evening. Diev should have kept Moyes in 101, says Stig. Is Dylan going to try and put Richard Hughes' voodoo doll into Room 101? Are you going to try to put Richard Hughes' the voodoo doll you own into?
It's a sex doll, but yeah, it's going in.
Okay, fair enough. Hit the like button if you're in, says Kev. Yeah, do that as well. So we'll start with football. Have you anything football related before? And by the way, this show is about people in the chat, genuinely putting stuff in the chat that we can talk about and discuss and see if we can put them in. And if you do get in, you get the sound effect.
We're in showbiz, baby.
That's what you get. Okay, so it's a huge incentive if you can get into Football Room 101. So come on, hit me with one to start.
First one.
Yeah.
Is referees stopping to make people take a free kick or a throw in from the fucking exact spot it's been taken in. It happened in the match the other night. Kept happening the other night against us, where we were allowed. Conor Bradley was going 10 yards up the pitch to take a throw in, and then the opposite way, he was blowing it up, making him go back, and it just boils my piss.
So I'm kind of with you, but there is some, players or teams that just take the mick. Like the ball goes out at the corner flag, right? And they pick it up, and they just. But before you know it, they're on line with the edge of the box. And then they start edging up the pitch.
Yeah.
So there is times where you can go, listen, the ref's probably right here. But I know what you're saying. Do you know what annoys me as much? Do you know when a free kick is given? And you've said it about free control, but it does annoy me where the attacking team, a free kick happens and the attacking team puts the ball down and they go to kick it. Oh, no, that was rolling. Yeah. Or no, you need to go back a little bit. Like they done it to... It was a farce the other day. I think it might have been United against...
It was United, Onana.
Yeah, was it Bournemouth it was against, or... maybe they were. It might have been a game they lost at home, but they lost like 3-2 or 2-1. And Onana's trying to take this free kick, and by the time your man actually gets him to the right position and kicks, I think the fucking game might be over.
Yeah.
But can we just put the referees in?
Throw them in. Yeah, get rid of them.
Okay, referees are into football room 101. So there you go.
We're in showbiz, baby.
There we go. John Brooks has put the fucking PGMOL or whatever it is fucking called in room 101. We've just done it. If we don't win a trophy this season, it's down to them. I'm not too sure on that, but I kind of way again. Non-football related, the Late Late Show into room 101. You see, we might get to do you know what I'll do? I'll put a little thing beside that and we'll get back to it, because there is some moments on the Late Late Show that are outstanding. For anyone that doesn't know it, it's not that one that your man used to do, James Corden in America. The Late Late Show is Irish. Someone did mention a certain newspaper for room. Ashley mentioned it and somebody else followed up. I won't even say the name of the newspaper. They belong way away from room 101, like way below room 101. Room 101 is a bit of crack. That newspaper shouldn't be on the face of the planet, and it shouldn't be for the last 35 years. But that's yeah, there you go. Shawnee's son says £1 billion stadiums having shit cameras for VAR. Is this Spurs? Is he giving out about Spurs here? Although there was one against Arsenal, wasn't there, where they couldn't. Remember Liverpool against Arsenal and Saka? We haven't got the angle there, lads. In a big open bowl stadium.
Scandalous.
Yeah.
Anything to do with VAR could go in, couldn't it though?
Yeah, anything could.
You know, like how long did they take over these fucking offsides?
I'm more into, rather than actual football situations. Like I was trying to say to Keith the other day, Pele, right?
Right.
In the football room 101. And listen, I'm not denying Pele was a magnificent footballer, but the fact that he counted all his goals in training.
Yeah.
You know, like, do you know what I mean? Like he should be in there. He should be in there. Have you seen the film? What?
Have you watched the Pele film?
Which one?
The most recent one.
He's dead.
Yeah, no, but they done a live reenacting of him. And it's some young fella, and he's doing the whole thing of not getting picked for Brazil and getting into the Brazil team. Can we put that in the bin? Not in 101, put that in the fucking bin. It's brutal.
So what have they done? They've done a film on Pele.
On Pele, but it's you know what, one of these like shite Netflix films where the acting is scandalous.
Yeah.
And
is it like the ones at Christmas where it's the same team through all the films?
Yeah.
But it's just different actors.
Goal to
what?
Man's on Newcastle. It might as well be goal to just with Brazilians. He's told not to play like a Brazilian while playing for the Brazil national team. Fella gets injured. He goes into the dressing room, says, "Don't know what we're going to do without." He says, "Play like a Brazilian." You know it was coming. Of course, scores an overhead to win it.
Yeah.
Of course.
What's the film called?
Pele, I think.
Pele. Well, it's not called Mick. You know.
No.
Gav and Dylan says, "Can we please put Kenny Cunningham into football room 101? The biggest anti-Liverpool wish version of G Nev you will ever see." I am 1,000,000% behind that. Only because, right? Well, not only because, but my main reason for it is that I don't watch him. But for about 6 months, no matter what game he done, he managed to crowbar Fabinho's name into the like, you know, the analysis of any game he was watching. You know, like it was like, what do you think of Palhinha today? And he's like, Palhinha done really well for Fulham. I tell you something though, tell you who's brutal, your man Fabinho of Liverpool. And it just went on for 6 months. Every single time he was on that fucking, what's it, Premier Sports, isn't it? Is it Premier Sports he's on? Yeah, Kenny Cunningham can absolutely... Hold on. And Dunphy would love doing this as well, actually.
We're in showbiz, baby.
Yeah, Kenny Cunningham absolutely gets in. Who gave me that suggestion? I think it was Gavin Walsh. Fair play to you. That's a really, really, really good one. There's a real-life docu-series when Pele was still alive. I've never watched that on Netflix, as O'Shane. Well, watch that, because the stuff... Pele, birth of a legend is its name, says Tom Boland. There you go. There you go. Oh my
Goal
God.
2.
Yeah, goal 2. Yes. John Berg. The term player of the match. Now, I'm 1,000,000% behind this as well. When did this start?
Oh, I don't know. You, Joey Barton, and John Barg there can get that into room 101.
But when did it start, though?
Oh, I don't know. Was it last year? Or the year before?
Don't get me wrong, right? Don't get me wrong. I have no problem if someone wants to be a man, a woman, whatever they want to be. But it's men's football.
Yeah.
It's simply men's football. So why has he gone from man of the match to player of the match?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't even think it's because potentially someone, you know, who's playing for Liverpool or anyone wants to identify as a female. I don't even think it's that. I think it's the fact that, like, why should we differentiate it across all football? Like, you know, like man of the match, and now did they ever say woman of the match? They never did it. I don't think they did.
Oh, I think so.
Honestly, and listen, if you walked into a room tomorrow and says, my name's Dylan and now I identify as a woman, I go, fair play to you. Do you want the point? Right? It wouldn't bother me in the slightest. But that sort of stuff does, it does annoy me. And I'll be honest about it, it does annoy me. Like, they just go, it's not man of the match anymore, it's player of the match. And you're like, but why? No, nothing has changed it. Well, like, nothing has changed. And we've done that. So, yeah, I'm letting that in. Are you letting that in?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
We're in
somebody
showbiz,
about it, but
baby.
what can you do? It's absolutely fine. Let me see. Justin Collins says, bring on Garmack. He can come on if he wants. I can send him the link privately. I have his number. I can't send it. It's just a gender neutral term, says Madge Apple. It works for both. It does work for both. You're absolutely spot on. It works for both. But if you're watching women's football, right? If you're watching women's football, you're not going to go, Jesus, thank God he said, like, they said woman of the match, because I wouldn't have known, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a mad one. And I know, listen, people come back to me and go, you can't be saying that. Yeah, I can. I absolutely can. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. And look, there's nothing to be ashamed of if you want to be a man or you want to be a woman or whatever. There's nothing to be ashamed of in that. There's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But we just went from man of the match to player of the match. And it's like, there's no need to do it. There's absolutely no need whatsoever to do it. But it seems to be done. And probably, listen, that's the world we live in. I'm probably getting old. And people are going, yeah, he's just old now. Like, he's just not up at the times. Maybe that's the case. I have my phone in front of me. If Garmax wants to come on, or if he wants to say in the chat he wants to come on, give me a shout and I'll let you on. Davey T from Newcastle says, Sunderland, the team, fans, and sea. I don't think we can, Davey. I know you would love to. I've never been to Sunderland. The last time I remember taking any interest in Sunderland was probably when Niall Quinn and Kevin Phillips played for them. Because I thought, Jesus, what's going on there? And, of course, the 92 FA Cup final when Liverpool beat them. But after
documentary.
Huh?
The documentary's good.
Do you know I've never watched any of them?
I watched that Sunderland till I die. I haven't watched any of the other ones.
Sunderland's
he says to him, transfer thing, he says.
Who's this now?
I can't remember who the sporting director was at the time. They're talking about potential targets. They're in the championship at this stage.
Right.
And he looks up, he says, can anyone tell me why the fuck Zlatan Ibrahimovic is on this board?
No way.
What the pissing? Someone wrote Ibrahimovic. He was at PSG at the time. He was on 200 grand a week in Paris.
Do you know what that is? That's definitely someone, right, that's arrived in late to work And he went, oh, bollocks, I never done that list. Right, what'll I do? And he just first player he can think of. He's probably watching Zlatan YouTube videos the night before. I went, just lash Zlatan up there and see what happens. Does that genuinely happen in that?
Oh, I swear to God, brilliant it is.
Sunderland, look at his potential transfer targets and have Zlatan Ibrahimovic on the list.
It's shock. You don't know what's going on.
That's fantastic.
Brilliant it is.
I genuinely I've never watched I've never watched that, and there was a Spurs one, there was an Arsenal one. Was there anybody else? City? Did City do it?
See,
Yeah, I've never watched any of them. The only time I've ever seen them is clips of them. You know, when they throw the clips online and yeah, they do that. Let me see.
can we put the documentaries in Room 101?
What?
Can we put the documentaries in Room 101? No one's come out good of them, you know. We have Arteta.
Yeah, but hold on. We've just spent 2 minutes laughing our faces off at that. So like, why would you get rid of that stuff? It'd be a bit like going. But it'd be a bit like going, that airline program is fucking awful. Put it in Room 101, but it's some of the best stuff you'd ever see. I was only thinking about some of them all last night. So anyone that wasn't watching last night, the airline. If you go into Facebook, Instagram, any of these that have these reels, right, which they all do now, don't they? Really, and type in airline, and some of the stuff like, we were talking about it last night, and there was a few bits we were talking about, but some of them that I was thinking about afterwards, you know, it's just a mad program, and like people missing flights, and you know, threatening people, and do you know who I am and all. It was unbelievable. Justin says, I'm still laughing at that geezer that had to park his car. I was still laughing at it. I said it to Dylan, I was still laughing at it, but I didn't realise he'd sent in the link into the Telegram group last night, so I'm going to go back and find that. Garmac says send on the link. Before I send on the link to Garmac, I think he has to have something to go into Room 101, doesn't he?
He sent it in. He sent it into the chat. You might have missed it. Neymar.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. I'll send on the link to him. Hold on a sec. How am I going to do this? I'm going to say
I might ruffle a few feathers here.
No, I can send on the link to him now.
Because I think Neymar's, up until a certain point, is underrated.
Let me see now, Gar. Hold on, I have to. Sorry, this is in show messing now.
Behind the scenes, we're all getting a look in behind the scenes here.
Yeah, this is how professional we are. And all I'm doing is copying a link and sending it to Gar. So boom, boom, boom. There we go. Right, it's gone to Gar. Let's see if he shows up. If he shows up, brilliant. If not, well, if he shows up, all the names on the screen are going to be incorrect. I'm just letting you know that now. But let me read out a few. Madge says, which team do you despise for no good reason? Mine's West Brom. No earthly reason, but cannot stand them.
Ooh. Oh, you probably have a list.
Go on.
I hated Sunderland for a long time over the beach ball.
Oh, the beach ball annoyed you, did it?
Fucking hated it.
Right.
That was our first, big incident where, VAR would have helped.
Yeah.
Then we've got VAR and VAR shy. I'm trying to think. You obviously have United, City, Everton. They all fall into it, no problem. I hate Ben White. Don't particularly hate Arsenal as a whole. Hate Ben White. Hate to call him Benny Blanco. Hate that.
Benny Blanco? Did he call him that?
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, that's how touch I am. Anyway, let me see. I think I have Garmac here. He's very close to that screen. There you go. Hey, Gar.
How is?
How are you? Do you know what he's doing there, right? For people that aren't realising, he's moving his camera and then he's trying to avoid his camera at the same time while trying to get his face in the middle of the camera. It's fantastic stuff. No, don't do that. Jesus, just
there
that's fine.
That's
there you
better
go.
now.
Yeah, that's perfect. Let me read out some more before we get to yours. Pele is in the Sunderland documentary. Well, I didn't know that. Fair enough.
That'd be some transfer.
Teams you despise, I'm going to have to think about that. Jonathan says, Pundit saying the term, he knows the club when a manager is linked to a club, it's absolutely pointless. So, can we group a few of these together between the three of us? Sayings that, managers constantly come out with that they shouldn't be allowed to say anymore. So
At the end of
our
the day, it's
managers
a
are
game of two
pundits.
halves.
Game of two halves, right? That's okay. He knows the club. Let's build up a selection here for Jonathan before we give him the Eamon Dunphy sound effect. What else? There's loads of stuff managers saying. You go, Jesus Christ, like, you know. And I was only looking at one the other day, and it was like a compilation of them. Come on, what more have we got? Come on. There's loads of things managers saying. You go, yeah, everyone fucking says that.
I don't even listen to them. They're all gobshites.
I do.
Just anything Ange says, put him in the bin.
Okay.
And it's just their ability to, like, they've amazing vision when they're looking at their player being tackled, and then it's one of their boys tackling someone else, and they can't see it, or they didn't see it. They've selective memories going on all over the place. Like,
haven't seen it back yet. That's one of them.
yeah,
I'll have to have a look at
that's
that
a good
again.
one. Yeah.
Oh, go away, will you?
Yeah. Okay. So are we saying that he knows the club, etc., 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 is going into room 101? Yeah. Happy with that? Okay.
We're in showbiz, baby.
That goes in. Let me see. Zach wants this in the bin. And we will get yours in a minute, Gar. Be patient. Footballers kicking the ball off the pitch when someone's clearly faking injury has to go in the bin. Do you know what you should do? If there's a player gone down injured, and I don't care if he's injured or not, I'm going to be a bit hard-nosed on this. If the referee doesn't stop the game, you should be booked if you kick the ball off the pitch intentionally. Or fined a week's wages. Genuinely. What's one of the first things you're told when you start playing football?
Play the whistle.
Play to the whistle. Right? And the stuff in the Premier League now is you do not have to kick the ball out for an injury unless the referee stops the game. The game does not stop unless the referee stops it. Right? So I think you should be fined a week's wages. But I'm absolutely happy for footballers kicking the ball off the pitch when there's no need to go into room 101. Does anybody disagree?
No. I agree with you.
Right.
Take advantage.
We're in showbiz, baby.
Good stuff. O'Sheen hates Leicester for the clappers and other nonsense from their fans. That's fair enough. That's absolutely fair enough. I think that's fair. Shawnee's son says, going on to yours now, Gar. Neymar has got 101 million from Saudi for 42 minutes.
Fuck's sake, that was my fucking big... Jesus. He just stole it on me there.
Do you want to go? Do you want to head off? Do you want to head off?
You only have to get this camera sorted.
84.6 million or something sterling, I think he got for 46 minutes. It worked out at 2 million a minute. 37,000 a second.
Is this because he's injured?
Is he? He always seems to be injured when it's his fucking sister's birthday. That's the fucking annual thing with him.
Well, I think he was. I think he ruptured his ACL.
He's a bit too close with his sister, I think.
Do you know what I mean? But like, he ruptured his ACL. Like he was out for a good year. Like
he's a fucking spoofer, Gav. He is like Pogba. He is absurdly talented footballer, but couldn't give a fuck. Doesn't want to play football. Doesn't want to play.
Do you think his biggest mistake was
becoming a footballer?
No, leaving Barcelona. Just not accepting the fact that he's always going to be number 2 to Messi, but he could have ended up being possibly number 2 in a Ballon d'Or for many years, or possibly taking one from Messi at some stage. Do you think that was his biggest mistake? Because I think it was. I think he should have stayed at Barcelona, and
But then I suppose he got the hump as well because didn't Suarez arrive then, and Suarez.
Well, yeah, but he wins the European Cup in 2015. Him, Suarez, and Messi up front, and they're unbelievable. Yeah. And then he decides he wants to be the main man, and you're like, Lionel Messi plays for the same team as you. You're never going to be the main man. If the fella had one of his legs amputated, you would still not be the main man at Barcelona. Lionel Messi would, and he gets the whatever it was, wasn't Saudis, it was whoever, to go and buy out his contract at Barcelona. I think that's his biggest mistake. But in fairness to him, can you put him into room 101? Because he should be
one of the players, when you're talking about the top 5 players of the last 10 years, he should be one of those players, but he's not.
Yeah, could be.
Because he is, like I said, absurdly talented, absolutely obscenely talented, but
Yeah.
never did anything much with it. And that's my opinion.
Okay. I'm happy to go with it. Like, I'm easy. Dylan, would you like to put him into football room 101, Neymar? Simply because he hasn't possibly taken full advantage of his career in a footballing sense. Because money-wise, he's laughing.
Yeah, let's get him in there.
Yeah, okay. And his sister's going to get a
We're in showbiz, baby.
serious present with all the money he has.
2 for Gar.
Yeah. Whoop. You can stay there, Gar. I'll ask you some more questions as we go along. Okay. Scouser P. Hitting the first defender from a corner. Oh, jeez, the dog doesn't like that. Oh, no, that's it now. We're fucked. The dog has barked on show. We're gone. We're done.
That's it. We're cancelled now. We're out.
I love when a dog barks on the show. Everyone panics. Mine's fucking a coma over there. Hitting the first defender with a corner. Should go in. You should go into football room.
I agree with that, because there's no reason. Like, how long do lads that take corners, how long do they spend practicing? And how often then are they going to be putting it in so bad? But like, Liverpool take a lot of bad corners.
Loads.
Too many.
So are
And
we
you would
saying? Sorry, Emma wants to know: are you drinking that kind of Monster through a pen?
It's not a pen. It's not a pen. It's a glass straw with a little rubber condom on the top of it, for want of a better term.
It looks like you're multitask. It looks like you're drinking and learning to play the tin whistle at the same time. Yeah. So, what are we saying here? Like,
100%.
hitting the first defender.
Like Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the best strikers of football, probably in the world, and he the amount of bad corners he puts in.
Okay. So any player that hits the first defender with a thing should go into football room 101.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with that.
Right, perfect. Yeah, good.
We're in
fine here.
showbiz,
We're fine
baby.
here. I'm still thinking about Madge Apple's question as the teams you despise.
Oh, she's not counting her pads.
No, she must be finished counting them. Fair play to her. People that didn't see the show last night are going to really wonder what's going on there. I have to be honest with you. One team that I could easily say Man City, because I despise them and the way they carry on and the way they have carried on and brought the football game into disrepute. It's Chelsea for me. And I probably do know why I don't like them, because I just never liked them. I never, bar the period where Zola played for them, where I liked watching Zola playing for Chelsea. They no redeeming features whatsoever. Their stadium, nothing. The only thing redeeming about their stadium was Dalglish winning the league in '86, right? And the goal posts that were at Stamford Bridge at the time. Basically, the first ever football games that came out had the goals like that, and you thought they looked like the goals from Stamford Bridge. Other than that, they were parking cars behind the goal. Kerry Dixon, all these idiots. No, it's probably Chelsea for me. Shiny Sun hates Forest. Let me see. Madge Apple says she's stockpiling. That's all I'm going to say. She's stockpiling. Right. Difficult months ahead. Where am I? Lol. I thought that was a new sound effect. That's the dog. No, it's not. But I have a perfect sound effect. It's one of my favourite ever pieces of commentary of all time. And I promise to have it for next week. None of you will guess it. If you want to try guess, please do. But it's my favourite ever bit of commentary. It's one line in a piece of commentary from a Liverpool goal, and it's not even the bit where they scored a goal. That's all I'm going to say. Or I will have it next week. Can we put other clubs' songwriters into room 101? Okay, like the Chelsea for minutes on end. The Spurs one, come on you Spurs, for fuck's sake. Get your songs in the bin. Arsenal are terrible at it. Actually, I have one. Can we please put that North London Forever in the bin?
Yeah.
I'd rather all the crowd learn the words to a song by Kasabian and just sang it and went, yeah, that's what they want to do. Absolutely fine. But North London Forever, actually, I'm not even asking you. Not London
We're in
Forever,
showbiz,
100%
baby.
goes in there. There you go.
That Spurs one that they sing really slowly is.
When the Spurs go marching in, yeah.
Oh, jeez, it's a drone. It's a fucking drone.
Yeah. But Chelsea are terrible.
I'm putting that in.
Chelsea's are awful. And that song
Yeah.
that Chelsea's come out before the game. You know that one? You know that one?
Oh, the Z cars.
Yeah. No, Z cars is everything.
That's the Mario soundtrack.
Yeah, but no, listen to it. That's what it is. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. I know that one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Let me see. The Z cars I don't mind. Don't mind Z cars. No problem with it. And one of the best things I've ever seen at Anfield was the night they played Z cars for that kid that was killed years ago, and his name escapes me now. And it's one of the best things I've seen. It's one of the honestly one of the best things I've seen in a football ground was that night. So I don't mind.
Jamie Bulger.
No, it wasn't Jamie Bulger. It was the Everton fan, Reese. No.
Oh.
His name's gone out of my head now. Why have I got Reese in my head? Someone in the chat will tell me. But the night he played at Anfield for him, because he would have loved to hear the Z Cars played at Anfield, and they done it, was a brilliant touch. Reece Jones. Yeah, Reece Jones. It was Reece Jones. I had Reece correct. I did have it. Right, more people in the chat need to give us stuff. Emma says, the 86 FA Cup final commentary, Gav. Yeah, but you have to tell me what bit. You have the great game, but you have to tell me what bit. And I've probably told you that before anyway, so that you don't count. Pundits praising dangerous play. Alan Shearer on Kane when Kane is close to breaking players' necks and calling it smart. Yeah, I think that's... I don't think that's something that gets in the bin. I just think it's something where it probably depends what nationality the player is. If someone that wasn't for England's number 9 done it the next week, you'd be like, oh, that's outrageous what he's doing there. So it's probably just pundits you want in the bin, and I think we done that last night. I think we fucked them
Kane
all
always
in the
got
bin.
away with a lot.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, we put pundits in the bin last night, didn't we? We definitely did. Yeah. Have we any more? Set piece coaches being anywhere near the bench or pitch. And somebody did comment last night, and I missed this last night, and they said they're putting a spotlight on this guy on Sky now. Are they shown, the only way I can vision this is they're showing the highlight of maybe a corner from a zoomed out kind of perspective where they can get the set piece coach into the shot, and then they're putting a spotlight on him when they're showing the replay or they're showing the thing. Is that what's happening?
Is this the Arsenal guy?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I'm putting one in. I don't even know if he'll disagree, but murals of set piece coaches need to go in the bin. Don't they? Yeah.
We're in showbiz, baby.
Oisin says, a team parking the bus described as a defensive masterclass. What do you think?
I wouldn't put in 101.
Would you not?
No.
Why?
There's nothing wrong with a gutsy performance. Like United at the weekend, that was a gutsy performance. Like, you got to hand it to them. Like,
right.
It wasn't a defensive masterclass, but you got to hand it to them that they, balls to the wall kind of thing.
Okay, so they're saying no. It's okay to say no, lads. It's okay. Madge Apple says, musician fans at matches. Sheeran, Gallagher, Elton John, Hollywood actors like Hanks at Villa and Julie Roberts at Old Trafford. Right, so one of my favourites was the time that fucking, what's his face? Sylvester Stallone turned up at Everton. Do you remember that? Do you not remember that?
No.
Type in Sylvester Stallone at Everton, right? Everton FC, and he's up there with, I think he was with Bill Kenroy, and he's up in the stands, and everyone's like, yeah, Sylvester Stallone. He's like, he doesn't have a fucking breeze. What's going on? He just ended up, I don't know how the fuck he ended up there. He might be filming something, but I know what you're saying, Madge Apple. And to be fair, right, Elton John owned the football club. Noel Gallagher's just a knob. But the Ed Sheeran thing, where every time Ipswich like go on the attack, the camera veers away from the football to see what Ed Sheeran's at. Really fucking annoys me. So I'm willing to put the camera going to Ed Sheeran every time Ipswich attack into room 101, if that's okay. Is anybody out against that?
Yeah, we'll put Ed Sheeran in, yeah.
Right, Ed Sheeran in.
I
And do you
don't
know
put them
why?
all in. Just the camera to him. He was brilliant when he interrupted the interview with Amarim the other day. He was buckled. Brilliant.
Yeah, but the one thing I will say is one of the most annoying videos I've ever seen on the internet is the time he's in a shopping centre and he's pretending he just happens to be in HMV, and all of a sudden there's a girl out in the shopping centre singing on a microphone, and she's singing an Ed Sheeran song. He's like, "Oh, there's one of my songs," and she goes out and he surprises her, as if we're all meant to believe that was just natural. And that really bugged the shit out of me. So yeah, Ed Sheeran and the lads just can all fuck off into room 101. That's annoyed me now. It has.
Although
We're in showbiz, baby.
I will give Ed Sheeran a little bit of a break, because he it's certainly not my taste in music, but one of his best mates is the lead singer of Cradle of Filth, Danny Filth, and the two of them are Ipswich fans, and they go to the game together. So I'll give him a little bit of
He's still in there. And look, hopefully, Madge Apple's made that suggestion. We've put all of them into room 101, and we hope that the difficult months ahead are made a little bit easier by that match. Okay, there you go. That's from us to you. Let me see. John, you're on fire tonight. He says the best one was Rod Stewart doing the Scottish Cup draw when he was absolutely hammered. Now, if anyone hasn't seen this, right, and I know this show, I can feel this show just going down the drain now, because we're going to end up going, but you remember this. Have you both seen this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest bits of football television of all time. Yeah. And they're asking to swirl the balls and all, and he's hand in and he's giving all his. It was so fucking good. If anyone hasn't seen this, please go and check out Rod Stewart. And does he pick out Celtic for a home draw? And he's nearly doing a bleeding. He's dancing around the studio and all.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was so fucking good. That's a brilliant one from John. John's on fire. He's brought in two excellent ones tonight. Obviously, Rod Stewart's Scottish Cup draw is definitely not going into room 101. It's still so fucking good. Let me see. Gav, we understand that you have got family obligations. Where the fuck is this gone, AJ? But this is the only channel I enjoy watching about Liverpool therapy. Like the draw against Manchester United. Get more content this year. I'll do my best, but look, we're doing 2 shows a day all week this week. Do you know what I mean? And listen, if you're watching and you haven't subscribe, like, comment, become a member, and then you get into the members chat and you get the members show live. The 2 member shows last night were great. One was just a random chat, what we do a couple of days a week, and the other one was this show, but it ended up in farce. But there you go. Watford come out to the Z Cars too. There you go. Well, Brian O'Sullivan. Jesus Christ. Sorry about this, Gar, but he's tying the brain. He said, "Can we put Gar's house into room 101?"
Oh, fucking yeah, definitely. Right. Well, it's not there anymore. It's gone.
For anyone that doesn't know, Gar bought a house. He went down the cheap route. He didn't get any sort of surveyor or anything. He just went up and that looks grand. And it turned out he built it out of styrofoam. So he had to knock it down. He had to knock it down, and is it being rebuilt at the moment?
The foundations are in.
Right, and have you double checked them?
I have, yes.
Right.
Everything's been tested. We're good.
Right, good. So before
just
you know
it,
before you know it, Garmac will be off the streets and back in a house in about 6 months.
Closer to 9, I'd say.
Right, okay, depending on the weather.
Yeah, but weather up here can be dodge.
Yeah, so anyway, Gar's house is definitely getting into.
We're in showbiz, baby.
And in fairness, like, as much joking as we do about it, I wish you all the best with the rebuild of the house.
We're doing good.
Slag fuck out of him over it, but it no doubt is one of the most stressful times in his life, and we just go, is your house still falling down, bud? Yeah. Anyway, there you go. 100% redress for Gar, says Chris. There you go. Chris is starting a thing. He just constantly drinks now. He's an alcoholic. But look, that's what it's in. Mike and McDonald. Jesus Christ, they're all piling in on your ear. And you know what the thing is? Brian O'Sullivan just made that comment. Check the camera to see if his cows were all right, and then when he went to bed, he's not even going to fucking do it after that. There you go. So yeah, there you go. Right, away from your house. Sorry about that, guy. Jesus Christ, he's gonna get us cancelled. Look, he's looking very serious now. I don't think that's gone down too well, to be fair.
I'm
We're in
drinking
trouble here.
loads.
And you want to see the size of this prick and his three brothers? They're fucking huge. And like we pick on the biggest fellas that fucking subscribe to us. They're monsters. And we just go, yeah, fuck you in your house. Do you know what I mean? Like, and till now we've got away with it, so fair enough. Avo reckons the house was grand until he started playing all that death metal music and rocked the foundations. That's what it was down to. Too many speakers in the gaff. And Ushin did say, terrible what happened up there. I hope all ends well. We do as well, but Gar knows when he fucking messing with him. And if I think he enjoys the laugh. Well, I hope he does. Like, me fucking nerves are gone now. Me nerves are gone. Dylan, ring the police. We're going on the witness protection scheme. Right. Let me say, Tom says, right, because no one's putting in suggestions for Room 101, so let's read this. Just in case you're interested, lads, on the news this evening that the Kardashians have safely evacuated their house in LA. Can you stick that whole family into Room 101? I wouldn't.
No,
I think there's some absolute moments with them.
They serve a purpose.
Yeah, they do serve a purpose to a certain point. They're bananas. And you don't have to watch them. You know what I mean? But they are bananas. Let me see. But there was one in there. Oh, Davey has one here now. Oof. Secret Santa at work. What a shit idea.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Now, what's your reasons behind this? Because I have a reason to agree with you, but I don't think it's the reason you have.
Because it's generally, you get something at the Christmas party and you're sitting there, and it happened to me this year, and you're sitting there and you get this present and it's a fucking stupid, like a toothbrush and a toy or something, and you have to carry it around with you for the night, and you're going down, you're going to karaoke or a disco or something afterwards, and you're standing in the fucking middle of disco with a fucking toothbrush in your hand.
Yeah, that's probably what the kids do nowadays. No, man. Everyone go with that toothbrush at 1:30 in the morning. Right, so that's his reason. What's your reason?
You always end up getting something shitty, you're right. Last year, we didn't do it this year. Last year, I gave some fella a bottle of vodka.
Right.
And I got a bottle of vodka back off him as well.
So my reason is, right, my reason here is that it's meant to be secret, but it never ends up secret. Everyone tells each other about who got who.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So you do this thing in work, and I don't do it because I work for myself. Like, I'm just handing presents to myself and then giving them back to myself. But when I used to work in that environment where there was a secret Santa thing, give out the presents and then like that, no one tell each other what you got. Do you know what I mean? But it's always before. Oh yeah, I got Mary and John got fucking thing, and then afterwards like, oh, I got you that. What do you think?
And
of
then
that?
people swapping names. As
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Oh,
So yeah. Yeah, I'm putting that in. Yeah, because it's fucking stupid. And only because people don't play by the rules, to be fair. You should just get a present. And buy a shy present if you want, just to annoy people. You see, it all depends who you get. If it's the nice woman on reception, you get her something nice. Because, like, why would you hurt her feelings? But if it's some prick and walk, you go, I'm buying him something desperate. And I'm not telling him I bought it. And let him fucking live. Like, yeah. They must think you're a prick and walk. They bought you a toothbrush.
I cunt over there.
Red smells.
Coral B or a little, but yeah, like you could buy them and then just don't even own it. Just go, I don't know who bought you that, but sit beside them and go, Jay, is that the desperate thing you got? And it's you that bought it, but you don't play by the rules. So there you go. You don't play by the rules. So yeah, they're going in 100%. Here we go. Go on, Eamon.
We're in showbiz, baby.
Brian O'Sullivan says, I do Secret Santa with myself and the cows. That's your own business, bud. Each to their own. Let me see. Pat B says, commentators giving teams credit for attacking against Liverpool because the linesmen won't raise their flags. Yeah, that happens an awful lot. Madge Apple says the magic sponge. What's that you're talking about there? Is that the podcast?
No, injuries.
Oh, the magic sponge injuries.
Sure.
Oh, the reference to the magic sponge. Ah, yeah. I think that's gone out though. Isn't that gone? People don't say the magic sponge anymore, do they?
That's a long time ago, that.
Yeah. Justin Collins, Jesus, he says, we all hate each other at work. No Secret Santa, no decorations, etc. No decorations or nothing.
Works in a prison.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Right. What do you work at? I'm really intrigued now. Can we find out as much as we can about Justin's job? See why they all hate each other. Without giving names, obviously. Like, you know, does he work in an office? Like, he hardly works on a building. So, like, they're hardly hanging tinsel around, like, you know, the fucking beams in the roofs of the gaps he's building. But, yeah, I'd love to know what you work at. I really would. Have we any more? Have any use any more before we go?
I was going to say, surrounding Christmas, I would put into room 101 this idea of leaving your decorations up until the 6th of January. Fuck that. Seriously. Come New Year's Day, I am done, and I want them down. I can't be fucking looking at it anymore.
That's because all your decorations ended up all lopsided because of the gaff you were in. It all looked off.
No, do you know what it is? They're in a shed. They're in a shed behind the building site that I can't fucking get to. So we had one tree, and we had
How many trees do you usually have? I usually have a half dozen trees around the house. I love Christmas. Four trees in your gaff.
4 trees. One in the sitting room.
What's this, quilcher?
This isn't my idea. One in the kitchen, one in the sitting room, and one each in the boys' bedrooms.
Fuck off.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow. That's amazing.
That must be a record.
No, look, now I do have the argument every year with me kids. They all want to... I thought I was getting away with this year, you know. Like, you want her up for the late, and I was like, yeah, but the late show was on a week later this year, you know, leave it. But no, they had her up mid-November, you know. Now, we did take ours down just after New Year. But my wife was like, leave one thing up. You know, we always leave one thing up till the 6th, you know. It's like, what? But there you go.
Superstition, is it?
Yeah, some sort of thing. You have to leave one thing up. If you're going to take them down, fair enough, but leave one thing up. I was like, well, what one thing do you want to leave up? It's actually still up. It's just over my head there, actually, now you see it. I was like, well, once it's not the tree, do you know what I mean? Like, you can't leave one thing up and it's the tree. Do you know what I mean? And then I tried to make the argument that the lights on the outside of the house, we can just leave them on till the 6th and everything else in the house can be put away. But no, wasn't having a bar of that. 4 trees, I just can't get over that.
One other thing. Elf on the fucking shelf. Get off the shelf and into the fucking bin. Oh my god.
But it brings enjoyments to the kids, no?
No,
don't get me wrong, I despise the little
You're out for the Christmas night out and you come in after fucking 7 points and you're trying to remember where you put the fucking elf the night before.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Do you know what happened to us? Right? Jesus, I'm about to read the comment there and I can't read it out. Anyway, do you know what happened to us, right? We had an elf on the shelf and we lost it, right? We lost the fucking thing. I don't know where it is. But last year, my wife got the 2 kids, you know, like an elf on the shelf. They were like teddies to put in their sock, you know, their Christmas sock. So this year came around and when we were taking out the decorations, because it was before the 1st of December, you know, the elf on the shelf only starts first. These 2 teddies come out and then she was like, where's the fucking elf on the shelf? Don't know, just use the fucking teddies, you know. So we stuck up so 1st of December came, son went to bed, comes down the next morning, the teddies are on the fucking table, flour everywhere, they were doing snow angels or something, of course they fucking were, you know what I mean, wrecked the fucking gap. And he came in and he went, who are they? I went, the elves on the shelf, and he went, I got them for Christmas last year. And I was like, no, they stay with you, bud. They stay with you. Where's the other one? And I was like, he retired. He was really old elf. I said, these are the lads now. That's what he came to last year. But yeah, that's what we had to do. But it's 24 nights of fucking torture. I give you that. But it does bring enjoyment to the kids. So I don't know if I can agree with you there, Gav. I agree with you on the premise that it's a nightmare. Like, I work till late at night. You know that. I could be 2 or 3 in the morning. And I'm going up the stairs. And I'll be checking my phone. I'll be going to turn my alarm on my phone. Next while I see the text. Don't forget the elves. I'll be like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then you're standing in the hall trying to think of something to do.
You have to try and be creative.
No, the go thing is you just go to the toilet, get a roll of toilet roll. you put the two fuckers down the middle of the toilet, or you just fuck them down the stairs and go to bed. That's the go-to. That's the go-to. So there you go. I can't read out the ABTs. I just can't read it out. It's phenomenal here, but I can't.
I can't see these comments.
No, I can't do it. It's
Can you
fucking
do a PG version?
It's unbelievable. No, it's I can't read it out. I can't. It's fucking. It's really funny, but it also involves one of the saddest things I've ever fucking seen. So I can't read it out. But fuck me. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. Justin says, and this has gone away from Room 101. We apologise, but we don't really. If you don't want to watch, turn it off. But make sure to subscribe and like and comment before you do. Work in the IT department for a multinational, Gav. Just the IT department that have no decorations or don't get involved with that kind of stuff. Probably from years of a siege mentality. Like, would you not take it upon yourself, Justin, to bring in a box of bleeding decorations, just lash them around the gaff and go, listen, come on, bit of crack, like, you know? Or maybe they're just all born. Can I read this? Let me read this before I think I can read it. Hold on. I'm not too sure. Okay. Gavin Walsh, I'll read it out. He says, a buddy at work's terrier dog took one of the elves and started humping him. Used to drag the elf to his bed and all got cross when they tried to take it off him. The therapy those kids when he was going, for fuck's sake. So every morning they came down and the dog was in bed with the elf. Okay, right. I'm with you. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Scouser Pete's son found the elf on the shelf in July. We had to bullshit him saying he was coming to spy for Santa for a day. Nice move. Smooth as anything. I'm liking that. Jesus. I'm back to your trees. Emma says, guys using enough electricity on Christmas lights to power a small village. 4 trees. I just can't get over that. So one in the sitting room, one in the kitchen.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing with a Christmas tree in your kitchen?
This isn't. I don't fucking make the decisions in this house.
That's why he's talking real low. This house, or the one you're renting. The one you're renting with the other one's being
I mean,
built.
this isn't even here, and I'm still fucking with you.
She hears everything. She hears everything. But Jesus, yeah, that's an awful lot of fucking trees. I can't get over that. Yeah, 4 trees, fair fucking play to you. Right, we have to go in a few minutes. If anyone else has any other things for Room 101, but I think we've gone beyond that. Let us know. Have any of you got anything else? Or is there anything else in your head?
No, I love.
I was going to ask.
Hold on, Gary. Hold on, Gary. Now.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on a minute.
Take a fucking breath there. Dylan, what do you love?
I don't use Facebook all that often anymore.
Right.
Not my social media choice. Right. But I do like going on and seeing family members who share missing dogs, missing people
from Dallas,
from
Texas,
random places.
Australia.
It's so good, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, auntie is a nuisance for missing in Tranmere. If anyone sees him, what do you mean? You live in town. No one's gonna see him.
Yeah. Me Jack Russell's gone missing from Birkenhead, and then it comes up shared in Pier Street in case he got the boat over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Last seen wearing a North Face jacket. I seen a dog with a North Face jacket on an hour ago. Thanks for that.
It's fucking brilliant. Do you know what? When something happens in the world, right? And like something happens in fucking anywhere, and just pick anywhere in the world, right? Ukraine, right? And Mary and Nina marks herself safe. Do you know what I mean? And you're like, I think you're grand. Like you're in fucking Tipperary. I think you'd be absolutely fine. You know what I mean? Like Storm Aaron is going across the Florida coast there now, and then fucking Jacinta in Cork is going, I'm just going to make myself safe here just in case.
I'm in the clear.
Just in case any of your relations are sitting there going, Jesus Christ, Florida, Jeez, the nearest bit of land to Florida might be actually Cork. I hope Jacinta's all right. Oh, she is. Look, she marked herself safe on Facebook. It's fucking mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I seen a great one. It's popped up a few times. It popped up a few times, and it's a guy. It's a guy that was selling the fridge. Have you seen this one?
No.
He's selling a fridge, right? And it's just a picture. It's obviously after the event, and he sends this picture. And it's like it's he actually has the fridge out in the side entrance of the house, big red fridge, right? And he goes, "Put me fridge up on adverts or whatever it was." The fella arrived, agreed a price with a guy. He arrived, and the first thing he said to me was, "I didn't realise the fridge was red," and the fucking thing is like in like 4K red. And he turned up and said, "I didn't realise it was red." That was a great one. Facebook community group, says Brian. Mary says there's some snakes in this town. Bridget replies, "Are you all right, hon? Give me a ring if you need that." And yeah, that happens all the time. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about it, but I'll put it out here to talk about it. Yeah, I love that stuff. But yeah, Jesus Christ, marking themselves out. But yeah, dogs missing in California, and some boarding rings end is fucking say, "Look, I shared here." It's fucking bad. Do you know what I hate? Do you know what I fucking hate? Right? You have to go on. In order to go onto Facebook, you have to go on the internet. Okay, right? That's like, I don't think anyone's going to deny that, right?
Yeah.
And you get someone on going, "Does anybody know what time they let the chemist open still tonight?" Right? And you're like, in the time you went onto Facebook, clicked, started post and posted all this, you could have typed into Google the name of the chemist and it will tell you everything about it. It'll give you pictures of the chemist and everything. And anyone know what time that's open till tonight? What bin goes out tonight? I love when people post that. Does anybody know what bin goes out tonight? You know what I mean? It's fucking mad. People who check in at hospitals, yeah. Paul says Facebook status is when it's snowing, telling everyone that it's snowing. Jesus Christ.
When people go on holidays and they take a picture of a point in the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, Wednesday holidays having a point at 6 in the morning.
Are you on holidays? Are you even going on holidays if you don't take a picture of a drink? Well, yeah, you are, because you're in the airport. Like, so you've gone through security. Unless you've gone through security to have a point and then asked them, you wouldn't let us back out the front door, would you? I just like the point in Terminal 1. Let me see. Oh, get Dylan to tell the story of not being able to eat on the plane because of your man with the allergy.
Oh, this one's bringing up bad memories. This, Gar, I don't know if you've heard about this. You have, Gav, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So, quite a picky eater, and he sort of point blank refused to eat on a plane. Don't know what it is. Not particularly their meals. See people bring Pringles on, or you can get a Mars bar or whatever on the plane. Not really into it. But I was flying to Vegas, so it's a long enough flight. I think it was 7.5, 8 hours. And my missus says to me, "You have to eat on this plane. It's a long fucking flight, So she said, "Look, I'll pick up a packet of Kinder Buenos." Big fan of them. Think they're the best chocolate bar out there. Another topic that probably gets debated.
Just throw it out there.
Just throwing that one out there. So we sit on the plane, and the plane's taking off and whatever. And the missus says, "Look, before you fall asleep, why don't you have a Kinder Bueno? Just save something in your stomach." I said, "Right, yeah, grand."
Jesus.
Can
I ask you a question? What age are you on this flight?
I was over 21. I think it was 20.
Did you have a girlfriend when you were 4?
You sure it wasn't your man trying to get you to eat something?
That's why you have your nap.
Listen, this little prick won't eat anything. Just give him a fucking Kinder Bueno. Anyway, go on.
So I'm about to open it, and an announcement comes over the airplane. Apologies to anyone affected, but there's someone affected with a nut allergy. If we could refrain from eating anything nut based. So 8 hours, no food, didn't close my eyes for the whole 8 hours, and
just sitting there looking at a packet of Kinder Buenos.
Yeah, packet of Kinder Buenos. I didn't even put the telly on. Just sat there, raw dogs staring at the Kinder Buenos for 8 hours. Got a nut allergy.
Starving.
Yeah.
But how severe was it?
Surely not that bad.
Well, the problem with airplanes is that the air thing above you is sucking air up all the time and sending
Yeah.
it all around the plane.
And
That's the problem.
wasn't
Now,
that
listen, I'd say you'd have got
famous
away.
story?
You'd have got away with a slight square of it, but you know, if you start mashing it into the air thing above your head, like that might be issues. Do you know what I mean? How severe is that allergy? Well, I tell you, we'll find out now because I'm gonna we're gonna break all this up into little bits and ram it up into the air thing above me and see how quick it takes your man to go into anaphylactic shock.
I think that's an urban legend though, that somebody opened a packet of peanuts on the plane and some guy 9 rows down had a fucking reaction to it. I think it's an urban legend.
Do you?
On the topic of airplanes, what about Airline, the TV show? I seen a clip on it last week. Have you like they're selling smokes on the plane?
Right.
This is on the plane, and your one says,
"Oh, they still sell smokes on planes."
No, I know. This clip is on the plane. And
oh,
says,
right, okay, right. Rather than in the airport,
this is
right?
in the airport, and she says, "I don't know why I can't smoke on this plane." Just the ban was only after coming in, and she says, "He goes, well, I'll tell you why. We sell Johnnies as well. You can't use them either." Your one's breaking her bollocks laughing. She's like a fucking combine harvester the way she's laughing. Have you ever seen someone smoking on a plane? Like since the ban?
No.
No. Okay, well we have. I remember we were going on holidays years ago, family holiday. I was only a kid and sat down and I felt it.
6 Kinder Buenos and 20 smoking in your lap. Go on.
And 6 Johnnies on. And he says, my dad's from town, so you know yourself, you bump into people. You know somebody everywhere you go. So we sit down and this fella sits beside him and he's a few drinks and he's chatting away to me out. He's saying, "Oh, what's the story? How are you? Blah, blah, blah." One of these, you don't really know his name, but you know the bloke.
Yeah.
He gets up and disappears and he comes back. Gets up, disappears. All of a sudden, the hair hostess and the pilot comes down, or the co-pilot comes down and says, "So were you smoking in the toilet?" He says, "No, I wasn't. The smell of smoke got him. There was a cloud of smoke around this fella." "No, I wasn't." "You were, weren't you?" "No, I wasn't." "How would you know I was?" "Well, you came out. There was a trail of smoke that followed you, and the butts are still in the toilet." He's the only fella in it. He was arrested as soon as we touched down.
He was not.
He was. He was.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
The night down to the ground, never once admitted it was him. It was now, but never admitted.
Wow. Jesus Christ. I didn't think he'd be arrested.
I think it was the whole hullabaloo he was making about it.
Yeah.
He was giving out.
Like I smoke, like, and don't get me wrong, I like to have a smoke before I get on a plane. But like, in fairness, when I'm on the plane, I'm like, look, just forget about it. Do you know what I mean? I'd never even try to. I'm trying to read Gav and Dyllan's one here, but it's about someone's dead granny, so I don't think I should go there. Let me see. Emma can remember smoking on planes. Great day. So can I.
Yeah. The last 2 rows. Yeah.
Right. Anyone else before we go? Come on, we're out of here.
I did send one yesterday that you wouldn't let me talk about. That was not football related. That was for Room 101. It was...
But it can't get into Football Room 101.
No, it can't. But this can go in the bin. It can go wherever you like. It just annoys me. People being dressed stupidly for their confirmation. This goes back to me a little bit here on this one. Because my man that convinced me to buy a full Ben Sherman. I don't know if you know Ben Sherman Rigo. And I looked like a gobshite. I'll be honest, I looked like a gob. Now, I wasn't the worst dressed. There was a fella who wore a trilby for the whole day.
Right.
And a t-shirt. But the t-shirt had a picture of a waistcoat on it. So I'm going to go down and say he was the worst dressed. But the crew of us that looked like gobshites.
Well, to be fair, like, did he even dress up for a confirmation anymore now? I just think it's just new clothes that you'd see them wearing any day of the week now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, it probably is. But yeah, no, I'd say now, between us three and everyone in the chat there, we all lashed in our communion or our confirmation. Photos would be some crack. Feel free to throw them into the Telegram group if you're brave enough. But yeah, like there's no way we haven't had some bad fashion stuff. I'll let you in on one. I remember years and years ago, and I went into town, into Dublin, and I went into, I think it was off Henry Street. I think it was the GPO arcade, and there was a shop upstairs in the GPO arcade, and I think it was called Penthouse. I think, I could be wrong, right? But it was a good shop for trousers, shorts, different things like that. Going in to buy Christmas clothes as you would at that age, right? I was probably 18 at the time. And I went in and I bought these trousers. What I thought was grey trousers, right? Grey trousers, grey short, looked nice. Bought whatever, came home and went upstairs. You know, my girlfriend, who's now my wife, said to me, go up and try that stuff on, make sure it fits properly, and, you know, come back down and make sure it's all, so, you know, so you're not leaving until the day of Christmas Eve or something, trying to run back in. So I went upstairs, put these trousers on. I'm kind of putting them on and kind of going, fuck, they look a bit weird, them trousers. Anyway, put them on, came down the stairs, walked through the sitting room door. My brother and my girlfriend are sitting there, and the two of them on the ground laughing, right? This shop was kind of dark when you're in it, right? That's the only thing I can say, right? Wasn't like really bright. But I didn't realise, and when I went upstairs, I went into the bedroom and kind of the landing light was on, so I was just putting these on, you know, throw them on. Yeah, they fit. Just go downstairs and she'll go, yeah, they fit you grand. You know, because, like, I'm a grown adult, but yeah, Mrs. always kind of has to go, yeah, you're grand, you know, even at that age. And when I walked in the room, I didn't realise when I walked in the room, they were fucking silver. Right? Now, lads, they were silver, right? And like, to this day, me fucking wife now and my brother sing, you know, the David Bowie song, Ground Control to Major Tom. Like, I look like a fucking spaceman with these things on. But I thought they were grey. But when I actually looked down, they were like silver. They were fucking silver. I was like some of one of them bleeding chewing gum ads. You know the chewing gum ads for Extra, where a woman's going around with a silver fucking suit. That's exactly what I looked like. But yeah, I remember that one. That was a bad one. Emma had a chinos and a leather and wool cardigan. Wow. There you go. Anything else? No, we're good. We're going. Thanks a million to everyone. Thanks to Gav for coming on and staying with us. And we're sorry about the house and the abuse. Dylan, thanks a million for joining us. Thanks a million to everyone in the chat. That was Football Room 101. That turned into just chatting around random stuff, but that's how it goes. When people stop throwing in football stuff, we just keep talking. Yeah, that's what we do. Scouts are pieces. I'm 51 and I still get my good lady to give the okay on any clothes that I buy. It's the safest way to go, brother. It really, really is. It's the safest way to go, because even if you fire and go, it looks grand, you know you're getting the bleed looks all fucking Christmas Day. All Christmas Day. And it's not worth it. Turns you off your dinner. Turns you off your Kinder Bueno you're looking forward to. It turns you off everything for the day. Anyway, that has been the Talkin Kop for tonight. That has been Football Room 101, with a mere suggestion of just randomness in there as well. Thanks for watching. Talk to you in a bit. Over and out.